game of their road trip. It was in Columbus on Friday. They lost that game. Final game of their road trip. It was in Columbus on Friday. They lost that game 5-4 in the shootout.
A good comeback.
YouTube video player.
They played hard, but they were inconsistent on the road.
Magnifying.
And the talk was a lot of new on the Oilers.
Magnifying.
And Mail Yakupov start up front. And Schultz on the blue line. And Mail Yakupov start up front.
Donovan David's on the ice with his blue line. Makes Milan Lucic on the left.
Two Alberta boys will start for the Toronto Maple. These teams came together February 7th, and he sends that puck in deep. The Johnnies came together February 7th in Toronto. The Leafs won that game, but these teams came together February 7th in Toronto.
Into the rear.
And the Leafs won that game by the score of 5-1.
Microphone. Listen to the
Derek Roy. Up the middle, a pass intended for Purcell doesn't work. In for the for Andre Sekera. And it goes left to Smith. Gets the puck in. Schultz quickly out as the Leafs make a change. Here comes Derek Roy. Roy's up pass for Yakupov. Snaps the shot, and that one is blocked by a former Edmonton Oiler in the form of Eric Brewer.
Big time, space because of the change the Toronto Maple Leafs made.
Leaf fans in numbers always travel and cheer for their team in opposing buildings. That shot right on.
Unchecked.
43.
The Toronto Maple Leafs made.
Image magnifying is finished look.
Leaf fans in numbers always travel.
Magnify imaging smart. Zoom, reset, light, top, close, and it. Seek sliders.
In numbers always travel.
Dislike, toggle, light, zoom in, view, zoom, reset, light.
Martin Marincin picks up his second helper of the year. Bozak can't get it by goal.
The 5-foot pass, and then Benoit Pouliot just slows up. And look what that little slow up does. It creates all kinds of foot pass, and then Benoit Pouliot just slows up. And look what that little slow up does. It creates all kinds of space for him to get that drop pass and the shot. Smart support. All kinds of space for him to get that drop pass and the shot. Smart support. The space for him to get that drop pass and the shot. Smart support. By Benoit Pouliot. Matt Hendricks in the penalty box. 2 minutes interference along the boards. No, he's working. He's trying to gain the puck. Puck battles are a big key in Matt's game. Matt continues to hold. All kinds of space for him to get that drop pass and the shot. Smart
96,
support.
100 volume.
Benoit Pouliot. Matt Hendricks in the penalty box. 2 minutes interference along the boards. No, he's working. He's trying to gain the puck. Puck battles are a big key to Matt's game. Matt continues to hold Tyler Bozak there. That's why he gets the penalty.
Leafs were 0 for 7 in the game.
Support by Benoit Pouliot. Matt Hendricks in the penalty box. 2 minutes interference along the boards. No, he's working. He's trying to gain the puck. Puck battles are a big key to Matt's game. Matt continues support by Benoit Pouliot. Matt Hendricks in the penalty box. 2 minutes interference along the boards. No, he's working. He's trying to gain the puck. Puck battles are a big key to Matt's game. Matt continues to hold Tyler Bozak there. That's why he gets the penalty.
Leafs were 0 for 7 in the game in Vancouver. Shot down low. Sent down the ice by Martin Marincin. Leafs were 1 for 3 in the game back in February in Toronto. They've got 2 power play goals in their last 6 games. A power play that is ranked 28 on the road. Dion Phaneuf. Drop pass. Sent in by
Image magnifying is finished loading.
to Brennan. By David Kessel. Plays it back to the point. Waiting for it there is Dion Phaneuf. And Riemsdyk. Right, plays it back to the point. Brennan has to hustle over to keep it in. Now he'll get it to Bozak. Phaneuf calling for
Image
it.
magnifying is
Pass
finished
for
loading.
Kessel. Comes to Van Riemsdyk. He plays it around again to Brennan on the near side. They'll start again. This is Van
Magnifying,
Riemsdyk.
zoom in, close through.
Phil Kessel
Dislike,
waiting
toggle
for
button.
it on the far
Light,
side.
toggle,
Kessel had the open
close.
goal in that
Zoom
game
in,
against
zoom,
Vancouver. He
reset
scored
through.
on a penalty shot.
Light, toggle, light, disclosed through 2-3.
Tyler Bozak, 11 power play goals on the season. Got a giveaway here. Pouliot and Boyd Gordon up front.
Just like
creating all kinds of havoc in the Leafs zone.
The image is still blurry. Menu item 1. Image is still blurry. Menu item. Widgets. Magnifying.
Morgan Riley.
Zoom out. Reset.
To Jeffrey Lupul. Lupul walks out in front.
NHL
YouTube
video
to
player.
Riley, but Riley couldn't get that puck to settle down.
0%
Now he does. Kadri. Back to the point. Waiting for it there is Gardner. Gardner goes quickly across for Riley. Snaps his shot. Opportunity for Kadri as the penalty is over. One shot for the Toronto Maple Leafs on that power play. Hendricks is out of the box and has the puck right now. Hendricks leads the charge as the Oilers make a change. He's got Lander driving for the net, then there is Bernier with a glove save, and he'll hang on to it. Let's take a look at the keys to the game brought to you by Ford, official automobile.
Well, you mentioned all the emotion, and I think for the Calgary Flames coming up to this new building, the excitement of having Johnny Gaudreau back in the lineup with the new deal is going to give them energy. And we saw Mark Messier and Wayne Gretzky skating around the rink, and I think the natural passing of the torch is the new captain, Connor McDavid. No question who the star is here, and what an opportunity to build his own legacy in this amazing new building. It's a new phase tonight. First game from Max consecutive on the ice, another of each other.
Goes in late ashing forward. He is checked by Keith Ollie for Toronto Maple Leaf as it comes back to McWilliam. Couldn't handle it. He and Eric Brewer on the blue line. This is Lidstrom, a fourth line on the ice for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Scrimmage waits for it. This came slowly into the trapezoid. Goes from Lindstrom. Lindstrom to the middle it goes for Anders Nielsen is there to put it down the ice, and I don't know. Saved by Anders Nielsen.
Wow, that was close.
We have our first winner in our score and win contest on behalf of Safeway and Yoplait Source or Yoptimal. Murray Esplin of Edmonton has won the.
You just hoping the guy, the receiver's going to run underneath it. Oh, it's a tough call right there for
forward by Benoit Pouliot.
Here's the fly pattern. He's going to send it down the field, and you're just hoping the guy, the receiver's going to run underneath it. Oh, it's a tough call right there for an official. You got to look up, you got to look down, you got to find it. That one looked onside to me, though. Ryan Hamilton, I think, agrees with me, Kev.
He does.
As usual.
Hamilton didn't dress in that game in Columbus on Friday. But Luke Gazdic not feeling well. They sent him home in the morning, so he is out of the lineup. Taylor Hall may be coming back sooner than people think. Yakupov gives it to Klefbom. Klefbom keeps it in at the blue line. Round to Teddy Purcell. Purcell checked by Brewer. Quick pass out to Kessel. Kessel speeding in against Klefbom. Klefbom wins the battle for the puck. Almost gave it away to Puck. Does come to Bozak. Kessel, a couple of opportunities. Scrivens will cover and get the whistle.
Good defensive play by Oscar Klefbom against Phil Kessel, who has a world-class release. When Phil Kessel gets the opportunity, it gets off his stick in a hurry, and it usually gets into the net. The guy's phenomenal that way, and that's what he's looking for. He's looking to find some space to shoot it, and there is Oscar Klefbom just pushing the puck away, using the extended reach of the stick. Good defensive play because you're using your stick to do most of the work. That's your best weapon defensively.
That penalty shot goal scored by Kessel on the weekend was his first since February the 26th. On the weekend was his first since where they are.
Might be, yep.
60 points on the season. They are. Can't get it by Gordon. Bozak can't get it by Gordon. And we've got a penalty and an interference call. As we take a look at the goal by Benoit Pouliot.
Good exit out of the zone with terrific support, a little 5-foot pass, and then Benoit Pouliot just slows up. And look what that little slow up does. It creates all kinds of space for him to get that drop pass and the shot. Smart support by Benoit Pouliot. Matt Hendricks in the penalty box. 2 minutes interference along the boards. No, he's working. He's trying to gain the puck. Puck battles are a big key to Matt's game. Matt continues to hold Tyler Bozak there. That's why he gets the penalty.
Leafs were 0 for 7 in the game in Vancouver. Shot from Phaneuf goes off Scrivens. Marincin lays it off the glass. Can't get it by Phaneuf. Able to keep it in for Tyler Bozak. Bozak down low for Van Riemsdyk. Sends it around the boards. Kicked in there by Brennan. Bozak. Kessel. Down low for Bozak. He's got Van Riemsdyk out in front. The puck is deflected high and picked up there by Brennan. Sent down the ice by Martin Militia. Leafs are 1 for 3 in the game back in February in Toronto. And as for this strong and it seems like Gordon right out in front for Klefbom, who came flying up the middle. Oscar Klefbom stays with it, throws it towards the net. That shot goes wide. The Oilers want to get a change in, get their top line out there. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins hops over the boards. He's got 19 goals. He has tied a career high with those 19. Pouliot to Eberle. Eberle with Nugent-Hopkins going to the front of the cage. Eberle drops it for Klefbom. He is checked there by Booth. Carries on. Klefbom strong. Drops on. Klefbom strong. Drops it back for Nugent-Hopkins. Here's Nugent-Hopkins driving net. Phaneuf takes him down. And Dion Phaneuf is going to go to the penalty box. Gibbons to the bench. 6 attackers on the ice for the Oilers. And it is touched by the lead captain before he heads to the sin bin. Benoit Pouliot, 3 points in his last 3 games as the game's first goal.
Well, not exactly the homecoming Dion Phaneuf had hoped for, but what a start to his morning as he was signing autographs for this young little Leaf fan and a little older one, and then renewing old acquaintances with Cam Tate, a well-known journalist from the Edmonton area. Now, Dion doesn't have his mom here. She's in Florida, and his dad isn't here either. That's because his younger brother, Dane, plays for the Sherwood Park Crusaders of the AJHL, so he's in a playoff game tonight, so dad is there. When it comes to watching Dion, his family already has seen Phaneuf.
And he's in the penalty box right now for tripping, and the red-hot Edmonton Oilers power play goes to work for the first time. As Schultz lets the shot go. And Bernier makes the save.
One of the other aspects of having a good power play is that face-off win in the offensive zone. And Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is one of the better guys at it. But it's interesting when that happens because Anton Lander often slides in there on that second unit. He comes in on that face-off, and he's been excellent. He was very good on the road and getting draws for those offensive chances.
Wins another one. Eberle at the point, gives it back to Schultz. This is Nugent-Hopkins with Lander providing the shot go. And Bernier makes the save.
One of the other aspects.
In the penalty box right now for tripping, and the red-hot Edmonton Oilers power play goes to work for the first time. Box right now for tripping, and the red-hot Edmonton Oilers power play goes to work for the first time. As Schultz lets the shot go. And Bernier, top team, Phaneuf. And he's in the penalty box right now for tripping, and the red-hot Edmonton Oilers power team Phaneuf the first time. And he's in the penalty box right now for tripping, and the red-hot Edmonton Oilers power play goes to work for the first time. The shot go. And Bernier makes the save.
One of the other aspects of having a good power play is that face-off win in the offensive zone. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is one of the better guys at it, but it's interesting when that happens because Anton Lander often slides in there on that second unit. He comes in on that face-off, and he's been excellent. He's very good on the road and getting draws for those offensive chances.
Wins another one.
Excellent, often slides in there on that second unit. He comes in on that face-off, and he's been excellent. He's very good on the road and getting draws for the face-off, and he's Anton Lander often slides in there on that second unit. He comes in on that face-off.
0%
at the point, gives it back to Schultz. They see Nugent-Hopkins sends it. Lander providing the screen for the puck goes wide. Pushed down the ice by Komarov. He is with Smith. Toronto 10th on the road when it comes to penalty killing. That is 1 point spot. For the Leafs away from home. Steps up against Brewer, drops it back for Schultz. Schultz goes to Eberle. Comes to penalty killing. That is 1 point spot. Toronto 10th on the road when it comes to penalty killing. That is 1 point spot. For the Leafs away from home. Nugent-Hopkins stops up against Brewer, drops it back for Schultz. Schultz goes through Eberle. His shot finds the top. 10th on the road when it comes to penalty killing. That is one bright spot for the Leafs away from home. Nugent Hopkins stops up against Brewer, drops it back for Schultz. Schultz goes to Eberle. His shot flies the top. First goal. Logan gets that by him. It's to the near side of. Ollie played 57 games with Toronto. Here is another shot. Ollie played 57 games with Toronto. Here is another shot. Ollie played 50 hit from Sill, who got the worst of it. Ollie takes a hit from Sill, who got the worst of it. His last start was 15. As a Toronto Maple Leaf. Unexpectedly for in the nets here unexpectedly for 26 on Sunday.
Goal scored in large hockey arena with large crowd reaction on YouTube.
In the nets,
NHL.
Reimer, who turns
0% vertically scroll.
James Reimer, who turned 26 on Sunday. Unexpectedly for him in the nets here at Rexall.
Well, the Toronto Maple Leafs, you mentioned it, Kevin, they've had some problems on the road. Their last 20 road games, there is just one win in that W category, which is absolutely amazing. The goals just been outscored, they've been out-chanced, they've been out everything on the road. It's been a dismal last part of the season for the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Their last win on the road was March 3rd in Florida. They gave up 6 goals in Calgary, 4 in Vancouver, and 3 so far here against Edmonton. 8 wins on the road, their lowest since 9 wins in the 91-92 season. Morgan Riley will give it to Joffrey Lindholm. Avoids a big hit from Hendricks. The puck comes right in front for Klinkhammer. And then Brewer.
Yeah, right. Edmonton.
Everything breaks looking front for Klinkhammer. And then Brewer runs into Klinkhammer. And then everything breaks loose. As Hendricks goes flying in there.
A fighting penalty! A fighting penalty! Is going to go to Eric Brewer for a punch on Ron Klinkhammer. And then everybody got into the act. Right as soon as Klinkhammer got punched by Eric Brewer, all the Oilers were jumping in, as were the Maple Leafs. Eric Brewer, the former Edmonton Oiler. Here's how it starts in front of the net. Just to turn and slide the puck towards the net. Rob Klinkhammer with that little push-off gains the space. That's what ticked off Brewer, and then everybody got involved after that. It's a little trick that guys will do offensively, is that they'll push off and they'll gain that space. Brewer didn't like it at all.
Todd Bertuzzi, the master at that.
Yes.
Well, we have another winner in our score and win contest. The app of Safeway and Yoplait Source.
Edmonton number 97, 5 minutes, each for 1 minute.
Optimal, Christina Henry of Stony Plain as well as the legacy Southeast cookware set on the goal by Jordan Eberle.
You know who also was very good at that? The now president of the Toronto Maple Leafs, Brendan Shanahan. When he played, he would do it all the time, and he would finish the play as well in front of them. He'd push off, gain that space, and snipe it.
The Brewer gets the only call. It is a roughing minor to Eric Brewer, and the Oilers go back on the power play. Jordan Eberle struck at 7:16. Schultz with a pass to Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins misses the landing. And just drops it back for Nugent Hopkins. Minor in the corner. Hit by McWilliam. Eberle plays it back to the point. Schultz waiting for it. Lander gives it to Eberle. Eberle to the middle for Purcell, gets the puck back again. Spins to avoid Smith. Eberle dishes back to Schultz, goes cross-ice to Nugent Hopkins. Back to Schultz. Schultz down low for Eberle. Eberle, Nugent Hopkins under it, fires that puck high. Dion Phaneuf. It's double teamed by Lander and Purcell. Purcell comes up with the puck for Eberle. He plays it back to Schultz. And unable to handle it at the blue line. Purcell, quick pass to Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins fending off McWilliam. Back to the point it comes. Schultz. Has got Purcell with him. This is Danny Purcell. Purcell to the middle for Eberle. Back again to Purcell. Purcell to Eberle. Purcell. Eberle. Out in front. Lander scores! Purcell. Eberle. Out in front. This is Danny Purcell. Purcell to the middle for Eberle. Back again to Purcell. Purcell to Eberle. Back to the point it comes. Schultz has got Purcell with him. This is Danny Purcell. Purcell to the middle for Eberle. Back again to Purcell. Purcell with him. Back to the point it comes. Schultz has got Purcell with him. This is Danny Purcell. Purcell to the middle for Eberle. Back again to Purcell. Purcell to first period. Control the Bay in this full game of the season. The Oilers in control at one.
Well, Drew and Kevin talked about the fact Keith Ollie has his first point this season as a member of the Edmonton Oilers as he faces one of his old teams. The other is Tampa Bay, and this is a look at some time he spent on the father's trip with his dad at Central Park when he was a member of the Maple Leafs. On off days, he liked to spend his time fishing in Toronto. Same thing he did in the Tampa region. There he is with Bob Azumi, and he is the kind of teammate that will literally give you the shirt off his back.
7 shots for the Oilers, 4 goals, 2 goaltenders now for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Benoit Pouliot, his 10th career 2-goal game, and he has the puck again. Marincin shot, and he is in a bid for his first National Hockey League goal. Yakupov gives it back to Marincin. Yakupov has Panik right on it. Panik centering pass for Bozak. It comes instead to Pouliot. He will give it to Derek Roy. Roy gets to the blue line. Stopped by Morgan Riley. Klefbom waits for Roy to clear. Now he will enter the zone. Off to Klefbom. Being watched by Bozak and by Kessel. And Kessel will just backhand that puck down the ice. 7:55 left to go in the first period.
Oilers and Leafs. Time at 1.
An offside call at the blue line.
This is the Sports Select Legends statistician. He knows the numbers, and the numbers start with a $sign.
Get your game on with Sports Select.
Oh, an extraordinary winner courtesy of Safeway and Yoplait Stores or Optimal. The Killer Talks of Edmonton has won the Boulevard Marine Star Watch thanks to Edmonton's third goal of the night. It was scored by Benoit Pouliot.
Click or scroll the exiting narrator.
And we're not done giving away prizes yet. We got more to go.
Reference pitch frequency.
Fraser takes a hit from Godwin. And Fraser turns on the shot goal. Runner makes the save.
Reference
Lander from the corner.
magnify imaging smart.
To the point.
NHL March. Banner.
Into the lead bench.
Pause keyboard. Seek slide. YouTube.
And we'll push and shove him.
Image.
I'll show you something a little earlier. This is the last rush up the ice. Check out the space that the Oilers have.
Image. Magnify.
It's almost like
Zoom.
a half a zone gap control that they
Reset.
Toronto Maple Leafs are giving up to the
Buck 1
Edmonton
text
Oilers.
only.
You can't
0%
play that way in the National Hockey League against any team,
YouTube.
or you're going to give up chance after chance, which we've seen so far tonight.
Magnify image.
You've got to make sure that you're up on the plate, taking away time and space. The Oilers so far
NHL
are
March.
just free
Seek sliders.
Anton Lander gets an unsportsmanlike
Anton
Slepyshev penalty. Is back in the lineup. And the Leafs are on the power play. Comes at 12. Lander gets an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. And the Leafs are on the power
finished
play.
loading.
Comes at Anton Lander gets an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. And the Leafs are on the power play. Comes at 12 for the previous man advantage. And Drew, they have given up 12 shorthanded goals this season. That is the most in the National Hockey League.
power play has, well, one of the reasons that they're down in the standings, their power play was just completely dropped off the map.
And especially on the road. 42 power play goals this season, only 14 away from home. Dion Phaneuf brings the puck in. He is checked by Boyd Gordon. Gordon strips him of the puck, and he will use a backhand to get the puck out. 120 left to go in the penalty. Nylander. Kessel brings it in. Kessel. Back to the point. Put up. Steps into a shot. Deflected. Scores. He left back, and he will use a backhand to get the puck out. 1:20 left to go in the penalty. Nylander. Kessel brings it in. Kessel. Back to the point. Put up. Steps into a shot. Deflected. Scores. Gordon strips him of the puck, and he will use a backhand to get the puck out. In. He is checked by Boyd Gordon. Gordon strips him of the puck, and he will use a backhand to get the puck out. 1:20 left to go in the penalty. Nylander. Kessel brings it in. Kessel. Back to the point. Put up. Steps into a shot. Deflected. Score. 9. Final shot steered aside by Scrivens.
The time for team numbers 27.
Left block. To Eberle. Can't get it by James Lyon.
Nice little touch by Jordan Eberle. Terrific middle drive. Lost by Ryan Nugent-Hopkins.
Yakupov trying to keep it in at the blue line. David do it. Lupul. Able to get that first shot. Now Derek Roy right in front of the league bench comes out of that pile. Gets away from Smith and starts in with Teddy Purcell. Derek Roy. Stop. Purcell carries on. Gets it back to Ferentz at the point. They'll throw it around the boards. Keith Ollie pitching. Purcell out in front for Roy, and Reimer covers that up as Derek Roy got knocked down. Rogers, Oilers hockey. Right here.
1-1 here at
Welcome back. Sport Check and the Edmonton Oilers want to send you to the 2015 NHL entry draft in Sunrise, Florida. Visit the West Edmonton to send you to the 2015 NHL entry draft in Sunrise, Florida. Visit the West Edmonton Mall Sport Check flagship store between this Thursday, March 19th, and next Monday, the 23rd, to enter.
Oilers out shooting the Leafs 11-5 and scoring 4-1.
was 1-1.
Roy Purcell and Yakupov out there. Roy wins that draw back to Marincin. He'll play it behind the net. Yakupov checked by Gardner. Yakupov gets it to Roy. Phaneuf watching him as the puck comes to Teddy Purcell. Purcell, nice little touch pass to Derek Roy. Roy waits, delivers to Marincin. Marincin down low. Nice move around Phaneuf. Then to Roy, and he just missed to the glove side. How about Martin Marincin walking around Dion Phaneuf? I think you talked about it on the road that Martin Marincin is playing with much more confidence right now. So are the Oilers. First game back after a 5-game road trip has usually been their Achilles heels, and it has been that way for a lot of teams, but not tonight so far, as they've come out with 2 power play goals. Yakupov, his shot goes deflecting off the stick of Phaneuf into the net.
Last shot close to the net.
Klefbom lets it go. Reimer steers that into the corner. Klinkhammer, Gordon, and Hendricks on the ice right now. This is Rod Klinkhammer. Behind the net for Gordon. Walks out, sweeps it around, and he hit the side of the cage. Hendricks in there to help out. He'll play it back to the point. Klefbom quickly over for Schultz. Schultz takes a hit from Van Riemsdyk, but keeps the puck in. Booth checked by Klefbom. Turning and shooting is Hendricks. Handled by Reimer. Keeps it alive for T.J. Brennan. Brennan recalled on March the 12th. Came from Chicago in a trade on February the 25th. A lot of new faces in this Toronto Maple Leaf lineup. Guys like Stefan Robida and Roman Polak done for the season with injuries.
2 guys that, boy, you desperately miss. They are tough, veteran, give everything you got, hockey players, and you miss them on the back end where they go.
Hey, let's give away some more prizes by you won on that game Friday. Walker saved by Scrivens, unconventional, sends it into the corner.
Well put, my friend.
Ask you how. Flipped down the ice by Keith Ollie. Brewer will go back to get it. He'll give it to Morgan Riley. Riley, 2 points in his last 3 games. Here's Phil Kessel. He'll just backhand it in. Merchant will backhand it right back out. Tyler Bozak waits for Paddock to clear. He'll bring it back to Brewer. Brewer for Bozak. Bozak for Paddock. Dumps it in. He'll go after it. Scrimmage. Sweeps it over the board. There is Bozak. Bozak. And running from the corner. The puck emerges, and it's Jordan Eberle with it. With Nugent Hopkins and Pouliot. Pouliot trying to get that puck to Eberle. It was broken up neatly by Phaneuf. Phil Kessel with it now. Kessel stops inside the blue line. Phaneuf fakes the shot, and then has the puck stripped by Nugent. Almost sent away Jordan Eberle. Nugent Hopkins leads this team in takeaways. Gardner for Lupos. Joffrey Lupos moving in. Here's Lupos' shot. He's got a piece of it. Payne plays it around the boards. Herschel waiting for it. And comes to Derek Roy. Roy to Olin. Offside is a call as that puck was bouncing on Keith Olin.
Nice pass by Jake Gardner. Gardner coming up the ice, and Joffrey Lupul gets on the wide side. Head up all the way, just a good snappy pass. This sends in Joffrey Lupul, who would desperately love to have a goal against his own team, the Edmonton Oilers. Lupul tries
Games.
Absolutely amazing, isn't it?
Five-time 20-goal scorer is currently sitting on 9 for the season.
We're going to be points in 14 hours. As we scored in 18, no points in 14. Ouch. That's on the schneid right there.
Yep. And they'll play at home against San Jose on Thursday, and then be in Ottawa for a game Saturday night on Hockey Night.
It's the battle of two teams wanting to make news in the NHL.
It's the soap opera game. Oh, man.
It's the daytime Emmys.
Adam Kadri, speaking of a soap opera, let your shot go. Scrimmage the save with that shoulder.
Image magnifying his finished loading.
Offside is a call as that puck was bouncing on Keith Olin.
Nice pass by Jake Gardner. Gardner coming up the ice, and Joffrey Lupul gets on the wide side. Head up all the way, just a good snappy pass. This sends in Joffrey Lupul, who would desperately love to have a goal against his own team, the Edmonton Oilers. Lupul tries to go upstairs, Ben Scrimmage fights it off and showed him.
I think he desperately want a goal. He hasn't scored in 18 games.
Absolutely amazing, isn't it?
Five-time 20-goal scorer is currently sitting on 9 for the season.
We're going to be points in 14 hours. As we scored in 18, no points in 14. Ouch. That's on the schneid right there.
And they'll play at home against San Jose on Thursday, and then be in Ottawa for a game Saturday night on Hockey Night.
It's the battle of two teams wanting to make news in the NHL.
It's the soap opera game.
It's the daytime Emmys.
Leaves up. Adam Kadri, speaking of a soap opera, let your shot go. Scrimmage the save with that shoulder. Keeps the puck alive, though, for Gordon. Adam Kadri is suspended for 3 games for missing a team meeting. Here's Henrik snapping his shot. Reimer makes the save, no rebound.
Very public inside the zone.
1 goal. He is not in.
Joffrey Lupul
Got 10 career. Komarov gives it to Lupul with less than a minute to go in the period. Scrivens clears it away for Pouliot. Gives it to Lupul with less than a minute to go in the period. Scrivens clears it away for Pouliot off his skate. Left blob leaves it there. Lupul jumps on it. And lost it to Eberle. Here's Nugent Hopkins starting away. Ryan Nugent Hopkins drop pass. Pouliot wrist shot.
Same spot.
Upstairs and off the net. Their evening in which Richmond used the block. His shot goes deflecting off the stick of Phaneuf into the insurance broker.
Able to get a last shot close to the net.
The official construction insurance broker of the block. His shot goes been that way for a lot of teams, but not tonight so far. As they come out. Comes to a play.
And nobody argues their extraordinary. Larry Isaac says, nope, we should have been 7.8.
Yes.
And nobody argues again.
Nope. And the period comes to an end. Home as they keep that power play rolling. They get 2 power play goals and lead 4-1 after 20 minutes. They also outshoot 14-8, Terry.
Welcome back. The weather has been great in Edmonton. I'm sure it's been a pair of Richmond is playing with
Nugent Hopkins, and then Jordan Eberle thought, that looked like fun. I want to do it. The power play continues to click from Justin Schultz, Ryan Nugent Hopkins. Benoit Pouliot gets another one. That is a what, partner? Career high?
That is tying the career high for Benoit Pouliot.
And Anton Lander on the power play. And then after that, James Van Riemsdyk on the power play from the Toronto Maple Leafs. 14-8 were the shots, and it was...
Back the other way comes Bozak. He's with Bonnet. Richard Bonnet goes cross ice for North with shots.
Neil Yakupov's play has certainly increased. He's at 11 goals now, but it's interesting when you look at where Neil Yakupov scores his goals. 10 of his 11, all on the right half of the net. Left-handed shooter, turns into the puck quite a bit. When you look at where Neil Yakupov scores his goals. 10 of his 11, all on the right half of the net. Left-handed shooter, turns into the puck quite a bit. When he shoots it, he left his goals. 10 of his 11, all on the right half of the net. Left-handed shooter, turns into the puck quite a bit. When he shoots it, he pulls it past the goaltender. But when you watch Neil Yakupov in practice, what you're seeing now is Nail's trying to distribute that puck a little bit. Watch Neil Yakupov in practice. What you're seeing now is Nail's trying to distribute that puck a little bit more. He's actually got that information. Now you see him trying to maybe get it to the other side of the net here and there.
As an assist on that third goal of the game. That increase. One goal to do it on our thing, and he is the goalie right. The second period gets underway. Yakupov checked by Lupul. Gets it to Purcell, moving in with Boy. There's the first shot of the period, steered aside by James Reimer. Kessel can't get it by the first time. Oscar Klefbom now the burst of speed. And then stopped by Fane, and it's Pouliot with the puck now. Looking at the Yakupov, get the puck right back again. Quick pass over to Nugent Hopkins. Oilers making a change.
The time as a coach, you're yelling good habits on the bench. You're talking good habits all the time. You're talking about puck management, being smart when you've got this 4-1 lead. Going the right way, it'll increase.
Jordan Eberle with 14 career 3-point games. And he got goals 10 minutes of that first period. Nugent Hopkins to Marincin down low. Bozak on the intercept. Well, get it to Morgan Riley, and Riley uses the glass and sends that puck down the ice. Eberle to Fane. Fane tipped in by Hamilton. Lander and Fraser join that line as Hamilton throws a hit on T.J. Brennan. Nice pass to Van Riemsdyk. Van Riemsdyk with a quick shot, and there is Scriven's first save of the second period. Smith behind the net. Second period up top. Gardner lost it to Lander. Lander to the near side for Hamilton. T.J. Brennan got that back, quickly swings it around and gets it to Van Riemsdyk, who gives it back to him. Booth cans it in. Another bright spot for the Leafs is David Booth of late. 6 points in his last 6 games. And when he is healthy, he is one of the fastest players on that Leaf team. I ask you, who is faster, Kessel or Booth?
Booth. That one almost hit quite good.
Tipped in by Kozin.
You know what? It's a good question. I think you think, well, Kessel is a fast player. He gets up the ice, and his, like we talked about before, his release is world class.
Smith releases a shot that misses on the glove side of Ben Scrivens, and Hendricks works his way to the red line, and then he'll shoot that puck in. Waiting for it is Klinkhammer on the near side. He'll leave it there for Boyd Gordon right out in front, and it came behind Hendricks. Ponnick with a touch pass to Smith. Trevor Smith lost it, and back the other way comes the fourth line. Ponnick on the check. Klefbom chased back into his own zone by Lupin. Klinkhammer into the shift will shoot that puck in. Back the other way comes Bozak. He's with Ponnick. Richard Ponnick goes cross ice for North with shots. By Scrivens. Klinkhammer.
Edmonton.
The other way comes Bozak. He's with Ponnick. Richard Ponnick goes cross ice for North with shots.
Goals.
Back the other way
Clippers
comes
goal.
Bozak.
Play
He's
keep.
with Bonnet.
Seek goals.
Mr. Bonnet goes cross ice
YouTube
for
vid.
Nov. Wrist shot.
Seek slider. YouTube vid.
Guys, quick there.
Document. NHL. Edmonton. Goals.
End of the shift. Will shoot that puck in.
0%.
Back the other way comes with Bonnet. Richard Bonnet goes cross ice for Nov. Comes to the ice. Scores! Drake Kadura!
We have a 2-1 lead. Kadua's 10th. Kadura. Score is 8. Guys, quick there.
Break in.
But it's interesting when you look at where Neil Yakupov scores his goals. 10 of his 11, all on the right half of the net. Left-handed shooter turns in the puck quite a bit.
45 volume.
Neil Yakupov scored the Creasy. It's interesting. The right half of the he pulls it past the goaltender. But when you watch Neil Yakupov, he's actually got that information. And now you see him trying to maybe get it to the other side of the net here and there.
Image magnet.
Adds an assist on that third goal of the game. And has got his point streak up to 4 games.
0% vertically scroll.
The players add to their 40 points, their game. And that's what Neil is starting to do.
0% vertically scroll. Image magnify has finished loading.
Royal backhanded in. Morgan Riley plays it off the boards. Can't get it by Teddy Purcell. Purcell, nice pass to Derek Roy. Roy lost an edge, and back the other way comes Joffrey Lupul. Lupul flips that puck in. Oscar Klefbom turns from behind his own net. A long pass for Yakupov. Yakupov goes cross ice for Teddy Purcell. Derek Roy comes together with a stick of Brewer, and it turns the puck into a souvenir.
Edmonton International Airport. We'll move you.
Well, we'd like to remind you that Safeway's featured participating product for tonight's hockey game is Yoplait Source or Optimal.
Nugent Hopkins, Eberle, and Pouliot. They'll win the offensive midfield now for the Edmonton Oilers, and we have seen it throughout the season, especially on that road trip.
0% vertically scroll.
Comes back into the line.
Just talked to him today. He's up there in the press box. He says he's coming back soon. I'd like to skate today if I'm really good.
Mark Fane moves in. Connery down. Fane. Sharp angle shot off the stick of Nugent Hopkins wide. Fane recovers the puck and he'll drop it back for Nugent Hopkins. Ryan Nugent Hopkins turns and gets it to Eberle. Jordan Eberle. As the Oilers crisscrossing all kinds of movement. Laurentian shot comes off the end boards and comes to David Booth. Kadri crisscrossing with Van Riemsdyk. James Van Riemsdyk lost the handle. Dumps it into the near corner. Kadri there. Kadri turns. Lays it down low. It's picked up by Kozin. He'll get it to Van Riemsdyk. Van Riemsdyk turned it over to Schultz. Schultz gets the red line. Comes to Eberle. Jordan Eberle can change, so he just flips it in. McWilliam with a pass for Sill just out of his reach. And that is going to be icing.
Well, speaking of Taylor Hall, there's his 2 line mates, and what have they done since Taylor Hall has been injured? Pretty impressive. When you look at that, what you see is guys understanding the situation and being able to rise to the challenge. We always talk about when every injury is a challenge and opportunity for other players. Ryan Nugent Hopkins and Jordan Eberle, they have really picked it up offensively. They have been the drivers offensively for this team.
And Jordan Eberle loves playing.
They're on the bench.
They would be poster children for that communication and chemistry.
And they're on the bench. They're always talking to each other. Good line mates. You just know where the guy's going to be because you have that understanding, that conversation beforehand.
Brennan fires the puck in. Waiting for it there is Andrew Ferris. Comes together with Sill. McWilliam trying to keep it in. Can't do it. Opportunity now for Hamilton. Hamilton driving for the net against Brennan. One hand got a shot away. Reimer forced to make the save, and now some more pushing and shoving. And that is Keith Ollie getting involved with Andrew McWilliam. 4-1 is the score. It's Rogers Oilers hockey. And it's right here, Keith Ollie getting involved with Andrew McWilliam. 4-1 is the score. It's Rogers Oilers hockey. It's right here on Sports.
Well, Drew and Kevin were talking about him, and there he is. Geez, hard to believe he's missed nearly a quarter of the season because of an ankle injury. That's him tonight. This was Taylor Hall this morning. Yesterday, he skated with goaltenders prior to the team practice. This was his first skate with the entire club, and he said he felt good. In fact, he said he might have gone a little harder than he should have. But something that Oiler fans are looking forward to seeing is his return to the ice sometime soon, and I guess that's all he and they can ask for.
Next game for the Oilers is Wednesday against Columbus. And then Philadelphia on Saturday. Without Taylor Hall, their current 19 games, they are 4-11-3.
He wants to get back and play this season, and he wants to go to World Championships. So Darren was talking to Corey Hirsch and Scott Morrison. Wants to go to World Championships. He wants to get back and play this season, and he wants to go to World Championships. So he wants to get back and play this season, and he wants to go to World Championships. So Darren was talking to Corey Hirsch and Scott Morrison about can you just shut Taylor Hall down, a young player still the season, and he wants to go to World Championships. So Darren was talking to Corey Hirsch and Scott Morrison about can you just shut Taylor Hall down, a young player still the long term is of course more important than short term for Taylor. So you can shut him down for good. I think that's really up to the athlete. This athlete wants to continue to play. I mean, he mentioned that he wants to go to World Championships. So does Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. So does Jordan Eberle. They want to continue to get better. They want to be a part of the solution here in Edmonton.
Eric Roy wins the draw, but Martin Marincin couldn't keep it. He's back from Gardner's stick right to Reimer.
And then Mark Fane, too. I mean, Mark Fane is over Fane play the way he needs to get off. But Reggie said that's a talent in itself.
Leads this team in block shots. Came into the game with 120. Gardner with the puck now. Angle cross ice for Kessel. Bounce it off the glass. Bozak has it hop over his stick. He gets the puck to settle down. 16 shots for the Oilers, 10 for the Leafs. In a 4-1 game.
2-1 game for the Oilers.
Eric Brewer. Pass for the Oilers. 10 for the Leafs. In a 4-1 game. Eric Brewer. In a 4-1 game. Eric Brewer. Pass for Phil Kessel to work, and the Oilers are going to get a lot of guys on the ice.
There's Peter Horacek, and with Randy Carlyle, they were in a playoff position, 21-16-3. Since Peter Horacek took over, Randy Carlyle was fired 6-21-3. A difference of 2.58 winning percentage versus a 5.62 winning percentage. I'm not saying Peter
October 12th, play keyboard short. October 12th, YouTube video clip.
In Nashville, but
you talk about it.
Why? Who knows why? Now, coming over the
7 minutes.
Jim, when you look at these types of games, on one end you got Lucci. He's a veteran guy. He knows he has to get physical, so he tries to lay a big one on England. And you mentioned a young player trying to make his mark in the National Hockey League. Bad timing there as Russell turned around with the reverse pass, and Tkachuk didn't lay up in time. So the first penalty and an early opportunity for the Oilers to get this crowd back on their feet.
Power Play is brought to you by BioSteel Sports Nutrition, the natural choice for everyday performance.
We got a Nugent-Hopkins goal of the season. Fane will backhand it.
0% vertical score.
Boyd Gordon. Boyd Gordon against Morgan Riley. Gordon Henrys are up front on his penalty kill. Clefbaum and Ferris on the blue line. As we mentioned in the first period, the Leafs have given up more shorthanded goals than any other team in the NHL. Gardner takes his time, gives it to Riley. Morgan Riley. Pass for Bonnet out of his reach. That allows Clefbaum to send the puck the length of the ice. Kenny Herschel on the move. Riley forced to play it. He'll get it to Riley. Morgan Riley under some pressure. He and Gardner on the blue line. Quick pass up for Tyler. Drop pass for Van Riemsdyk. Van Riemsdyk hangs onto it. Back to Fredo. And at the blue line. He'll go cross ice for Wiley. Wiley to the middle. Van Riemsdyk down low for Kessel. Hopped over his stick.
Looked up and was thinking, take that across the net to Kadri, but couldn't handle it.
Kessel has it again. Kessel trying to bank it in, and he had Kadri going for the net. Phaneuf will give it right back to Phil Kessel. Phil Kessel, hard cross-ice pass. Here's an opportunity. Stopped by Scrivens as Morgan Riley came down low from the penalty. Stopped right, but again, Kessel trying to bank it in, and he had Kadri going for the net. Phaneuf will give it right back to Phil Kessel. Phil Kessel, hard cross-ice pass. Here's an opportunity. Stopped by Scrivens as Morgan Riley came down low from the blue line.
11:35 left in this.
Morgan Riley came down low from the blue line.
11:35 left in this.
Morgan Riley came down low from the blue line.
0%
11:35 left in the second. It's a 4-1 game. This is a critical penalty kill for the Edmonton Oilers. And Ben Scrivens probably going to have to be at his best. Big cross-ice pass, and Scrivens gets over plenty of time. When he comes over, watch him. Stays up. Finds it, stays up, doesn't drop his shoulders, doesn't expose the top of the net. It's a good save by Ben Scrivens.
Talked about the 12 short-handed goals given up. Since 2011, they've given up 35 short-handed goals, most in the National Hockey League. That's incredible. 2 of them they gave up to start this Western Canadian road trip in Calgary. They've got 42 seconds of power play time remaining. Kessel being watched by Fane. Kessel takes a look. Down low, delivers the puck to Van Riemsdyk. It comes back to Brennan at the point. He'll give it to Phaneuf. Phaneuf throws it towards the net, and there is Ben Scrivens. Make the glove save in front.
Van Riemsdyk in front. Dion Phaneuf always been very good at getting pucks to the net. And we saw it when he was with the Calgary Flames, and with Toronto, he hasn't missed a beat in that regard. He's excellent on the power play. Just throws that towards the net, and he's in front. Number 21, James Van Riemsdyk, wants to set up the screen. Ben Scrivens stays tall, doesn't go down the crouch, stays tall, finds the puck, loves it for the stop.
Dion Phaneuf is stuck on 3 goals. He hasn't scored in his last 9 games. Does he get much attention in Toronto from the media?
You know what? Whatever they pay him, they pay him enough, because he takes a huge amount. There's a lot of
as we a halfway point of the second period.
He's the Justin Bieber of the NHL.
Wherever he goes, he has TMZ following him.
Yes, it just doesn't matter what he does. People aren't going to like him just for whatever reason.
2 shots for the Leafs on that power play. They're now 1 for 3. Bozak is checked by Nugent Hopkins. Puck still alive at the side of the net. Bozak gets it to Van Riemsdyk. Van Riemsdyk pushes it back to Brewer. He'll go cross ice. McWilliam down low for Kessel. Got Bozak out in front. Kessel. That's a shot goes. Scrivens the save. The rebound. Picked up by Kessel. He'll get it 21. Everly starts away with Fraser leaving the zone. Here is Fraser. Takes the hit. Gets the puck in. Draisaitl. Van Riemsdyk turns back the other way across the blue line. James Van Riemsdyk shot. Oh, what a close save by Scrivens. He dropped it, found it, covered it, got the whistle.
Tiger Wilson.
Yep.
And the whole thing up in the net.
Patrick Waugh did that once.
Yeah, that was ugly. James Van Riemsdyk. He has the only goal. This is a good shot. Tried to windmill it, and it almost ends up going into the net, but Ben Scrivens fights it off. Puck's going to drop, and got to get that left leg out there. It was a nice job, actually, by Justin Schultz to take away Van Riemsdyk's second opportunity. Because Van Riemsdyk followed that puck up and was going to jam it home.
13 saves for Ben Scrivens so far.
23 saves for
Jamming home.
Talbot.
13 saves for Ben Scrivens so far.
Cup was going to jam it home.
13 saves for Ben Scrivens so far.
Is in the lineup.
Neil Yakupov to Teddy Burson. Going one-on-one against Morgan Riley. Centering pass. Stick on it. Barrett keeps it in. Look at Yakupov. Checked by Pine. Barrett's there, but he has Smith all over him. Komarov gets to the red line. Puts it in the opposite corner. Keith Ollie. He takes a hit from Smith. The bite comes to the blue line, and Gardner unable to keep it in. Morgan Riley will bring it right back in. This is Riley going wide. Way out in front, an opportunity for Komarov, and he was stopped by Scrivens a couple of times. Went down by 24. The Chicago SoCal. James Van Riemsdyk in a bid for 2 goals. Phil Kessel. James Van Riemsdyk in a bid for 2 goals. Denied. Oh, cover that thing out. Scotiabank Wednesday Night Hockey features a doubleheader this week. First up at 5:30 Mountain Time, the Chicago Blackhawks visit the New York Rangers. Then at 8:30 p.m. Mountain Time, the Battle of SoCal as the Los Angeles Kings continue to chase a playoff spot as they head down the highway to take on the Anaheim Ducks.
That was really well done.
Gene can't be everywhere. Gene, you're out of work.
That's outstanding.
I wanted to start it with, in a word, for the doubleheader.
That was really well done.
Gene can't be everywhere. Gene, you're out of work.
That was outstanding.
I wanted to start it with, in a word, for the doubleheader. Hey, just to be dramatic, no?
I like the way you did it. I thought it was nice.
We've got a game that night too, big boy. You're not going to be sitting in front of the TV. The Columbus Blue Jackets are here to take on the Oilers on Sportsnet Oilers.
Last game of the road trip was against Columbus. Get back and forth one.
White hammer shot stopped by Reimer. No rebound from that. It is new and improved.
There's more stream on it.
Yes. Well, that's on Wednesday.
It's a great option Sportsnet gives you. You can flip over the left hand if you're watching on Rogers Center Ice, and it's fantastic. You get a different angle and gives you an idea what the refs have to find and see and go through in order to make their jobs as efficient as they can.
Benoit Pouliot lost an edge, and the Leafs get possession back. Morgan Riley checked by Everly. Lays it around the boards. Waiting for it there is Smith. Kadri behind the net. Kadri back to Riley at the point. Riley. Nice move around Everly. Riley driving in. Here is Riley. And he is stopped in the last second by a cool, calm Oscar Klefbom.
Good stick again.
Van Riemsdyk checked by Schultz. Klefbom delivers to Nugent Hopkins. 17-15. The shots are starting to tighten up. But the score remains 4-1. Off the bench is Hamilton. Hamilton's shot. Reimer got a piece of that. Hamilton gets it away from Booth. Centered it for North. Bobbled it. Kept in by Lander. Back to the point for Fane. He'll go cross ice for Marincin. Moves to the middle. A wrist shot through traffic. Reimer got a piece of that.
He's looking for Matt Fraser, maybe a deflection.
Fane trying to keep it in. Does for Hamilton to Lander. Anton Lander with it now. He lets a shot go. Morgan Riley got a stick.
March. It's pretty good. Ryan Gary Hooter. Ryan is not.
He plays the most of any forward in the National Hockey League. Just under 21 minutes a game. Loophole shot doesn't make it through. Bozak from the corner. They'll drop it back. Kessel. With some jump here. With 7:20 left to go in the second period. Bozak behind the net. Marincin has him all tied up. The puck's still free. Coming out with it is Kessel. Kessel throws it towards the net. Loophole was right there. He and Fane locked together.
This has been a much better period for the Toronto Maple Leafs. They've got more of a will in this period to battle for loose pucks, to get after loose pucks. They're moving better off the puck. And not spending a heck of a lot of time in their own zone.
8 shots for the Leafs in this period. 5 for the Oilers. Roy brings it in. Teddy Purcell centers it for Roy. Oh, what a shot. Oh, bigger save by James Wilder. His best save for
He's got this great.
sitting around the boards. Waiting for it is Komarov. A nice little play to Panik. And a good defensive play there by Olive. 6.5 minutes left to go in the second period. Keith Ollie takes a hit from Komarov.
Komarov can hit. He is one of the top hitters in the NHL.
Ollie working him over. Komarov centering pass picked off by Yakupov, and a penalty on the way. Ollie worked from Komarov.
Komarov can hit. He is one of the top hitters in the NHL.
Ollie working him over. Komarov centering pass picked off by Yakupov, and a penalty on the way. And cross-checking for Keith Ollie, who has some words to go in this. 6.5 minutes left to go in the second period. By Yakupov, and a penalty on the way. And cross-checking for Keith Ollie, who has some words for Leo Komarov. Came into the game with 204 hits.
top hitter in the Toronto Maple Leafs. He just comes in, solid check on Keith Foley. Keith hangs on the puck a little bit too long, and then he's going to get caught on the retaliation. That's the one right there. It was 3 shots the ref gave him. On the 4th one, he didn't send the guy in the box.
And this is the 4th power play for the Toronto Maple Leafs. They're 1 for 3. They got 2 shots on the last man advantage. 4 of their 16 shots have come on the power play. Foley in the box for cross-checking. Phaneuf with the puck at the blue line. He will give it to Kessel and get it back again. Dion Phaneuf being hounded there by Gordon. Goes cross-ice, and there's a hard shot. Kessel with a rebound, and that was blocked by Fane. Gordon sends it the length of the ice.
A good save. Huge rebound, but Kessel was just, he didn't get off his horse. He kind of looked at it and then went after the puck.
Phaneuf will lead the rush for Toronto. Drops it back for Kessel across the blue line. Dishes off Van Riemsdyk. Plays it around the boards. Kessel leaves it there for Phaneuf. Phaneuf puts it down low for Bozak. Bozak had it intercepted by Marincin. Van Riemsdyk fights him off and gets it to Bozak. Now to Kessel. Phil Kessel. Pouliot eyeballing him as it comes back to Phaneuf. Now Kessel on the half wall. Phil Kessel under pressure, gets it back to Phaneuf. A backhand pass to Phil Kessel. Phil Kessel goes cross ice, trying to find Brennan. Brennan. He will set up and get it down low to Bozak. Bozak pushes it near side for Kessel. Right out in front, tipped by Van Riemsdyk.
Wow, great chance. What a pass by Kessel.
Right for Kadri. He is with Bonnet. Gains the line, shoots it around. Scrivens drops it back. Kadri on the intercept with the shot, and there is Scrivens to recover. Put that in the books as an ugly save, but he got it done.
All by himself.
60-degree.
Gives the puck to the puck away. If you're the goalie, you're scrambling to get back.
He did just that. Penalty is over. Out of the penalty box comes Ollie. 2 shots for the Leafs, who are now 1 for 4 with the man advantage. Eberle off his skate. Hard shot there by Klefbom, juggled by Reimer. Klefbom from the point will send the puck deep for Pouliot. Pouliot behind the net. Got Nugent Hopkins out in front. Delivers for Eberle. He was checked by Jake Gardner. Schultz keeps it in on the near side. He'll get it for Nugent Hopkins. Up top for Eberle. Eberle spinning to try to Louis Gardner. Pass comes to Klefbom outside the line. The Oilers will have to regroup. Eberle, 3 points on the night. David Booth. Pass for Gardner. Off the boards, too far. All he's got, Eberle has to keep his head up as he gets hit hard there by Leo Komarov.
He saw it coming, so he was able to brace himself. But he couldn't get his feet stopped to get away from Komarov. Komarov's a hit. Doesn't mind him.
Jake Gardner for Joffrey Lupul. Right on him was Parents. Just over 3 minutes left to go here in the second period. Has only lost an edge, and the Leafs keep it in. Snapping a shot. Rebound for Bozak. Cleared away as he was tied up by Ollie.
Good play by Keith Ollie, because that took a little dynamic scoring chance.
Phil Kessel on the intercept. Drops it back for Joffrey Lupul. Lupul right down the middle. Gets surrounded by blue and orange. And back the other way come the Oilers.
Keith Ollie's blade is broken. He picks up on his blade on the skate.
William hammered Roy right in front of the Oilers bench. Hamilton trying to keep it in at the line. Can't do it. Fraser will play it back to Fane, and that goes off. Fraser will play it back to Fane, and that goes off and into the play it back to Fane, and that goes off and into the league bench. Rogers, Oilers hockey.
It's been a tough night for Peter Horacek. This morning, though, he spoke of a much tougher situation in his personal life.
Gone through tougher things. I've had cancer. I've had different things in my life, and that's a lot tougher than going through this. So, father died of it. So, there was something in the air of it. So, you realize there's things that are, bigger than hockey.
I loved his perspective. I love the fact that he tried to turn it into giving him. I loved his perspective. I love the fact that he tried to turn it into.
be
a tougher situation. It's been a tough night for Peter Horacek. This morning, though, he spoke of
what's real in life and understand what position you're in. You should be playing with passion every day. Reality sometimes is a really, really tough thing to swallow.
Just over 2 minutes left to go here in the second period. 21-19, the Shots favor the Oilers. They've got a 4-1 lead. All the scoring in the first period. Hitting rising from the Toronto Maple Leafs as Kadri knocks down Marichin. The Leafs are the fourth best hitting team in the league. Number 3, pardon me, they came in with 2,186 hits. Lander throws it right through the blue paint.
4 or 5 guys who are over 100+ hits.
Here's Kessel on his horse, fires a shot, and there is Scrivens making the save.
That's Phil Kessel. Why you asked him who's faster, Booth or Kessel? That's why he asked that, because Kessel can really move.
Anton Lander's shot goes off Brennan. Reimer makes the save. Hamilton behind the net. Puck loose in the corner. Matt Fraser's got it. Fraser off of Lupul, and it comes right to Bozak. Bozak again to Kessel. This time he pulls up inside the line, delivers to McWilliam. Bozak has the puck. Bozak goes cross ice. Here comes a one-time shot from McWilliam. Less than a minute to go in the second period. The Leafs with a pushback. Kessel out of the corner, delivers to Brennan. His shot goes wide. The Oilers want to get this puck out, and Schultz will get it to center. But Kessel out of the corner, delivers to Brennan. His shot goes wide. The Oilers want to get this puck out, and Schultz will get it to center. Brennan shoots it right back in. But the Leafs are making changes, so that will give Oscar Klefbom some time. Klefbom, good move. Moving in, couldn't get the shot away, but he did make a nice move around Komarov.
Good backtrack.
Brennan flips it high. Knocked down there by Booth. David Booth snaps a shot, and that was blocked by Marichin, and that hurt number 85.
You could tell as he threw his hit back in.
Nugent Hopkins pass for Pouliot. Marichin has to stay on the ice. Here comes Booth again. David Booth showing some speed. His shot stopped by...
For the video in the second intermission, they're not going to be very happy about the one that wasn't called. And then the call was magnified with a penalty shot. Entertaining night of the first game at Rogers Place.
What?
Not a great period for the Edmonton Oilers.
4,089. Minimum value 0. Maximum value 6,071. Image magnifying is finished loading.
On Ben Scrivens to kind of hold you up in this 3-goal lead.
The Leafs outshoot the Oilers in that period, 13-8, but nobody gets any scoring done. It remains 4-1 through 40. Let's take a look at the scoring summaries brought to you by Worley Parsons Cord. Visit WorleyParsonsCord.com to find your place on our construction team.
In the first 11 minutes of the first period, the Oilers had 4 goals. And then Van Riemsdyk replied, made it 4-1. Shots 14-8. You see the second period numbers with their face-off percentages and block shots and hits and whatnot.
Boyd Gordon was the king of the circle. He is 11-3 in the dot. Won 79% of his draws through 40 minutes. As the third period gets underway, the Oilers trying to take it home, leading after 2 for the 12th time this year. The Leafs have come back 5 times when trailing after 2 periods. Pass for Phil Kessel from Bozak didn't work. It comes to Teddy Purcell. His pass for Derek Roy out of his reach, and Kessel's got it. Kessel with Lupul driving to the front of the net. Kessel goes wide, still has it right in front. It comes for Gardner. A bouncing puck. Picked up now by Kadri. Nazem Kadri. Reimer, or that is Morgan's shot, and Scrivens got a piece of it. Lupul providing the screen. And Pouliot back the other way. Jordan Everett. 3-point night for him. A goal and 2 assists for number 14. David Booth on the inside. Booth moves to the middle. Gets a return feed. A weak backhand is stopped by Schultz. Booth carries on 6 points in his last 6 games as he gets at the foot. Stops the shot. Scrivens the save. No rebound for Nazem Kadri. Booth moves to the middle.
Image magnifying is finished loading.
It's a return feed.
0% vertically scroll.
Stopped by Schultz. Booth carries on, 6 points in his last 6 games as he gets it to Phaneuf, snaps the shot, Scrivens the save, no rebound. Gets a return feed, a weak backhand is stopped by Schultz. Booth carries on, 6 points in his last 6 games as he gets it to Phaneuf, snaps the shot, Scrivens the save, no rebound. And now for the Padres.
Introducing the new BF Goodrich KO2 tire. BF Goodrich. Take control.
Speaking of guys that take abuse for the Toronto Maple Leafs, how about Phil Kessel? When you look at his numbers, though, absolutely spectacular. Since 2008, he is 5th in the National Hockey League in most goals scored. 9 seasons in the NHL, only failed to score 20 or more twice. One year he had 19. The guy can put the puck in the net.
A 5-time 30-goal scorer. He had 37 last year.
There's no doubt he has gone cold, man. He's 4 goals only in his last 20 games. He was struggling like anybody else on the Toronto Maple Leafs.
David Booth, Dion Phaneuf checked. And off the boards and out for Benoit Pouliot as the top line for the Oilers make a change. And it is Anton Lander's line who's on the ice right now. Dion Ollie bobbles. Panik puts it towards Scrivens, and then trying to find the rebound was Smith, and he got a face full of the glove of Anton Lander.
Stinky face, that's a bad. You can't get that smell out of your nostrils once you get that hockey glove in your face.
And Smith and Lander continue to talk.
Keith Ollie just misplays the puck, and it's just a centering play by Panik to Smith, and there you are. Protecting your crease, protecting your goaltender. He gets all sorted out. But again, it has been now a couple minutes into this period, and it's being played in the Edmonton Oilers zone.
Outshot 13-8 in the second period. The shot clock now favors the Leafs 23-22. James Reimer gave up 1 goal on 18 shots since coming on in relief for Jonathan Bernier. McWilliam traced back into his own zone. He and TJ Brennan on the blue line. Brennan to Panik. Hard pass for Komarov. Komarov going wide on Ferris. Stops up, gives it to McWilliam. Fires a shot deflected by Panik. Scrivens stayed with it and made the save. Randall fighting to get that puck out. He does get knocked down, but does deliver the puck out. Brennan right up the middle for Panik. Down to Smith. Smith with a wrist shot, and Scrivens sends that into the corner. Lander starts the rush for the Oilers into the ship. Will dump that puck in, and he will peel off as the wagon line comes on. Helps in a battle for it. 36 of the night. Jack Sill up the middle and Tony for Lindstrom. Poza handing it in for Sill. He was checked by Clefbaum. Boyd Gordon flips it for Hendricks. Hendricks steps the shot. And there is Bernier again to make the save. Klunkhammer behind the net for Hendricks. Tied up by Brewer, but Boyd Gordon carries on. Wraparound attempt. He got knocked down and then played the puck to the far side. Lindstrom pass just out of the reach of Cozy. Gordon gathers it up. And he will deflect that puck off the glass and out.
YouTube video.
Goal scored. Scrivens has to make another tough save. This one is actually deflected by his own defenseman. This is the
YouTube.
The Blue Jackets are in Western Canada to kick off a stretch of 3 games in 4 nights. It all begins tonight in hockey's heartland.
Tonight in North Central Schultz.
0.
difficult save.
Is made 20.
Top one is actually
Gordon pass just out of the reach of Cozy. Gordon gathers it up, and he will deflect that puck. Gordon pass just out of the reach of Cozy. Gordon gathers it up, out of the reach of Cozy. Gordon gathers it up, and he will deflect that puck off the glass.
Ben Scrivens has to make another tough save. This one is actually deflected by his own defenseman. This is the problems you run into when you have defensemen who are told to get in front and block shots there. That's all he tries to slide.
This first penalty is an early opportunity for the Oilers to get this crowd. So
0%
Power plays brought to you by BioSteel Sports Nutrition, the natural choice for everyday performance. Drink the paint. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins starts on the power play. McDavid is to his left. Maroon to his right.
There has to
be again. Bozak. Lupo in there as well. Kessel behind the net. Derek Roy trying to freeze the puck. Kessel trying to dig it free. Puck is still alive in there. Lupo in there to try and dislodge it. Joffrey Lupo. Checked by Yakupov. The puck comes to Fane. He can't get it by Lupo. Now Derek Roy will backhand it down the ice and put up. Goes over there and gets it ahead of Nail Yakupov. Joffrey Lupo at center. He'll play it back to Fanuk. Here's Kessel. The boards from Edmonton. Pulias. To Nugent-Hopkins. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. At center. The puck now. Nugent-Hopkins. He'll play it back. And Schultz will get it. You hear he's got time because the Leafs are making changes. Here comes Nugent-Hopkins. Flips that puck in. He'll chase it himself. Booth plays it to Kadri. Nazem Kadri to the middle it goes. James Van Riemsdyk has got Booth on the fly. Here comes Booth wide. But his point it comes for Kadri and the puck ends up going over top of the net. Grayson plays it off the glass and he gets it by Booth. But this one is going to come back on the icing call. From the lander, he'll tip it in. Fraser gives chase against McWilliams. McWilliams had hold of Fraser's stick. Fraser stays with it. TJ Brennan trying to get it out. He'll get it to Richard Panik. Panik to an open wing. And it is picked off and brought in by Schultz. Schultz lost it at the last second. Weimer had to be sharp as he steered that puck away. Throws it towards the net. Scrivens makes the save. Komarov. Checked by Lander. Knocked him down as the puck comes to Hamilton. Now to Fraser. Fraser jumps it in the opposite corner. Gordon, Hendricks, and Klinkhammer hop over the boards. 13:51 left to go here in the third period. The Oilers trying to split the season series against the Toronto Maple Leafs and set a 6-game losing skid against the Leafs. Bozak to Kessel. He played it off Gordon right out in front. Turning, Lupo slid that one wide. What up, hammers a shot, and that one missed the target. And it chases Morgan Riley back out to center. Went up to Lupo. Lupo from Fort Saskatchewan. Gives it to a kid from Edmonton. Pass for Lupo didn't work. Morgan Riley's got it. He'll play it back to Fanuk. Up the middle it goes. Kessel gave it right back to Fanuk. Fanuk gains the zone. The shot went off. Keith Hawley into the corner. Harris plays it off the boards. Can't get it out. Now on the near side. Teddy Purcell. Short little pass to Derek Roy. Nail Yakupov, who was hit by Bozak. We get the battle at the 10.
So let's go Oilers and then go Leafs go.
And the Leafs aren't going. They've been much better even in the third. Chances around Ben Scrivens. There's more desire, more want in the game of the Toronto Maple Leafs. They're winning the races to the puck. They're battling for the pucks now. They weren't doing anything of the sort. And they're trying to put as many pucks on net as they can. They've taken the shot clock advantage with 26 to the Oilers 25.
If you look at the Leafs season, it really got undone in January. They went 1-11-1. Now they're down by 3-1. And right now, they're down by 3. Here are the Toronto Maple Leafs. Rogers, Oilers hockey on the net. Outstanding play, outstanding results. It's brought to you by RE/MAX. Outstanding agents, outstanding results.
The power play continues to click along. And a kick out to the outside. Beautiful delay. Jordan Eberle to Justin Schultz. Schultz walks the line, finds his man. Jordan Eberle coming off the boards. I love this by Eberle. Waits, comes off the boards, gets the puck, jacks it upstairs, and it's a beauty celebration right there by Jordan Eberle in our outstanding play, outstanding results, presented by RE/MAX.
And a 5-game point streak for Jordan Eberle. That has produced 11 points.
The kids call that a selling.
A selling, yes they do.
Good selling.
Schultz fires it towards the net. Morgan Riley was right there to block it. Van Riemsdyk, drop pass for Booth. Van Riemsdyk and Kadri, the forward line for the Leafs as the puck comes to Scrivens. Van Riemsdyk looking for it. Scrivens covers.
Cotswood Interiors, everything a furniture store.
Get the PlayStation 4 bundle now. Play NHL 17, the most exciting EA Sports NHL ever on PS4.
Shop at Safeway today. You can watch future Sportsnet telecasts. You can win an all-inclusive trip for 2 to a Grand Bahia Prince Favors Resort, courtesy of redtag.ca, where Canada shops for great travel deals.
12 minutes, 11 seconds left to go here in the third period. The Oilers with a 4-1 lead. All the scoring in this game done in the first period. Cleared down the ice by TJ Brennan. And that's coming back on the icing call.
Todd Nelson talked today about the team and what he wants and how he wants to keep urging these teams to get better each and every game. And when you look at Todd Nelson and what he's done, I think he's brought that as much as he can, but he's still not happy with that inconsistent effort. He kept talking about on the road, the 60-minute plan, and he still hasn't got it from this guys yet today. It was good early, but it's been very good for much better Toronto Maple Leafs team, and now the Oilers need to respond.
Anton Lander back to the point. Ferris for Lander. Out there with Williams. Lander. Nice little pass to Fraser. Fraser back to the point for Ollie. Ollie plays it off the end boards. Lander gets it. Anton Lander turns, feeds it out in front. Punting. Nice little play there to get the puck over to Komarov. And he's also got an interesting coaching decision coming up when Taylor Hall comes back in terms of the power play. Power play is red hot right now. Where does Taylor Hall go? Scrivens covers it up. And he said, I said, you know, is he going to start in the first unit? Does he go to the second unit? And he said, well, that's a conversation we're going to have.
It's a great question. I mean, you never want to see a guy lose a position because of an injury. But, and especially considering Taylor Hall being as good and as skilled as he is. As you said, that power play is clicking right now for a lot of different reasons. But you can't argue with the chemistry that has been a big part of it, their success.
Shot from Brewer doesn't make it through.
And lose a position because of an injury. But, and especially
playing against Monahan's line and Sean Monahan, lines, little piece.
The no-look, no training camp, no problem for Johnny Gaudreau. He's been dangerous every time he's on his ice. And just trying to get to that open area. Monahan knows him so well. Almost a no-look pass, a little saucer that Gaudreau fights himself to get open to the area and have the puck bounce for a split second. As you mentioned, trying to get it taped to him overseas.
Steve's a good interesting pickup. They get him for under $1 million. He was in Edmonton's training camp on a tryout contract, but he's interesting, largely because he can play with guys like Gaudreau, and he can go up and down.
Yeah, he's a very power player. Red hot right now. Bounce for a split second. As you mentioned, trying to get it taped.
Steve's a pretty interesting pickup. They get him for under $1 million. He was in Edmonton's training camp on a tryout contract, but he's interesting largely because he can play with guys like Gaudreau, and he can go up and down the lineup.
Yeah, he's a very versatile guy, Jim, and I think he felt...
And he said, I said, you know, is goes of the power play. Power play is red hot right now. Where does Taylor Hall go? Scrivens covers it up. And he said, I said, you know, is he going to start in in the first unit? Does he go to the second unit? He said, well, that's a conversation we're going to have to have.
That's a great question. I mean, you never want to see a guy lose a position because of an injury, but, and especially considering Taylor Hall being as skilled as he is. As you said, that power play is clicking right now for a lot of different reasons, but you can't argue with the chemistry that has been a big part of it, their success.
Shot from Brewer doesn't make it through. 10 power play goals in their last 19 chances. They are the 10th ranked power play team on the road, as they went 47% on that road trip. And it was in 4 games because that first game was, they didn't get a power play chance against Chicago.
And then conversely, you've got Peter Horacek, whose power play has gone absolutely nowhere. In fact, it's gone to the bottom, 11.7%. But in their last 10 games, well, even now their last 11 games, they've scored 5 different times on the power play, so maybe it's starting to find its niche.
And Riemsdyk with his 9th power play goal. And that came at 13:27 of the first period.
You know, it's funny, the power play. There's some coaches who just have a great understanding and grasp of it. And if you look at Todd Nelson's record as a coach, he's always had good special teams, especially good power plays. And he just seems to be able to find the right guys at the right time, get them to do the right thing. But it was interesting what Jordan Eberle was saying about the stats creeping into their head early, so they were shooting for shooting's sake. But Todd Nelson said it begins with good structure, better puck retrieval, better net front presence. But he said one thing that we always tell the guys, you have to outwork the penalty counters. That's why their power play has been better. They've worked harder at it.
3 for 5 against Columbus in their last game, 2 for 2 so far tonight.
You know those battle drills that Todd Nelson always does in practice? It has to have transferred over to their 5-on-4 play.
Phil Kessel, Joffrey Lupul with Tyler Bozak. Lupul checked by Mauricio. The puck comes free. Teddy Purcell's got it. Bozak pushes it into the corner. Lupul is there, and again, Mauricio stays with him. Roy to Yakupov. Yakupov, nice move around Morgan Riley, and a great pass to Roy. Roy shot, stopped by Ryder. And he'll hang on by Talbot. Bounced off the boards by Booth, down into Oilers territory. The Oilers, as Gene mentioned, will play Columbus on Wednesday. Then the Flyers are here on Saturday, as the Oilers start a 6-game homestand. Schultz under pressure from Booth. Gets it to Pouliot. Pouliot checked by Gardner. Booth from the corner. Booth behind the net for Van Riemsdyk. With Kadri, plays it back to the point for Brewer, but Brewer zigged with a pass was zagging. Van Riemsdyk. The Kadri, it gets by him, and it comes to Keith Olin. Olin for Hamilton. Ryan Hamilton starts the rush for the Oilers with Lander and Fraser driving to the front of the net. Fraser now behind the cage, takes a hit there from Nazem Kadri, and Kadri, to his defense, went right to him. Now Ollie flies in and does some pushing and shoving.
Coming in, Nazem Kadri gets the elbow on Matt Fraser. Matt Fraser went down. It's a on this one, I don't think Nazem Kadri really throws this elbow with malicious intent. He's going to cut in the inside. The elbow's going to come up. Oh boy, he gets it out there. He comes back and comes in. Yeah, the elbow's up. Kind of elevates there. Down goes Matt Fraser.
So TD Force out to help Matt Fraser, and now teammates will help him.
Comes in. Yeah, the elbow's up. Kind of elevates there. Down goes Matt Fraser.
So TD Force out to help Matt Fraser, and now teammates will help him get to the bench, and Matt Fraser in considerable difficulty. We'll be back to Rexall Place right after this.
Well, we hope Matt Fraser is okay after the hit he took from Nazem Kadri, as Fraser does not look good, and Kadri certainly does not look very happy with what has happened. Steve Staios, from 2002 to 2010, was a member of the Oilers, and also a real important member of the community. Look at his little boy Nathan. He was born here, as was his daughter Ella. And fast forward now to the future, as Nathan is a hockey player just like his dad. He's a 13-year-old hockey player, and Ella is involved in dance and gymnastics. For Steve, his wife Suzanne, and the family, they definitely enjoyed their stayos in Edmonton.
They said coming back, it was just like being at home, immediately out with friends. Right now, the Oilers want to get a power play goal from Matt Fraser, who is in the dressing room. Kadri in the penalty box for a hit to the head. The Oilers on their third power play of the game. Schultz will give it to Everton. Nugent Hopkins, Lander. Teddy Purcell with the puck now. Purcell back to the point for Schultz. Schultz will give it to Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins beats Purcell, gets it back again. Up top for Schultz. See it out to Everton. Everton back to Schultz. Schultz takes the wrist shot. Here comes a one-timer from Nugent Hopkins, and that was blocked by McGuire. Nugent Hopkins gets it back. The one trying to feed it across. Schultz has got it to Everly. To the middle for Purcell. Teddy Purcell. Checked by Phaneuf and Komarov. And the Leafs get that puck out to center. Under a minute to go in the power play. The second unit comes on the ice. It includes Matt Hendricks. And Pouliot sitting on 2 goals right now. Hendricks gets inside the blue line. Checked by Pontic. Morgan Riley sends it around the boards, and that ends up going all the way down into Oiler territory. 27-26. The shots on goal favor the Oilers. They lead by the score of 4-1. Klefbom gains the zone. Gets by Morgan Riley. Klefbom circles the net. Oscar Klefbom's got Yakupov up top. They switch. This is Yakupov snapping a shot that went off of Brewer. Derek Roy gets it to Yakupov, trying to feed it back up top to Klefbom. Instead, it was intercepted by Richard Pontic. Yakupov, nice play.
He's going to get called for tripping. That's the new rule this year.
Instead, it was Derek Roy gets it to Yakupov.
Is something that is surprising. Elbow up, make
two now off. Bain will send it the length of the ice. Goes up the middle for Bozak. Bozak to the captain Phaneuf. Checked by Fane. Bozak gets it right back to Dion Phaneuf. Phaneuf to Kessel. Kessel for Bozak. Van Riemsdyk is in front. Phaneuf to Brennan. One-time shot coming. Pad save for Scrivens. The traffic provided by Van Riemsdyk. Phaneuf now fakes the shot. He'll give it to Kessel. Phil Kessel delivers to Brennan, but it is kicked off instead by Matt Hendricks.
He read that, didn't he? He saw that the whole way.
Phaneuf with a .5 left to go in the man advantage. Shot in by Jake Gardner. Lupul racing after it. Kadri worked it back, but it was picked off by Nugent Hopkins. He is out there with Teddy Purcell, and Purcell will backhand it in. Bernier leaves it for Gardner. Gardner. Now to Morgan Riley. Riley quickly across the ice for Kadri. Kadri hit by Ferentz. Sends him into the boards, and Kadri down. And that brings all kinds of traffic. And now he has to deal with Fane and Gordon. Two penalty killers working hard. As Sill in the corner. The puck does come free. It comes back to Morgan Riley. Riley, nice move around Hendricks. He plays it to Gardner. Zach Sill to the corner for Komarov. Behind the net, Hendricks in a battle there with Booth. The puck comes free. Marichin trying to get it as well, but look at Hendricks. Work hard and play it off the boards and down the ice as the penalty comes to an end. The Leafs had 2 shots. Yakupov out of the penalty box. Joined by Derek Roy and Teddy Purcell. 4:40 left to go in regulation time. Komarov to Bozak. Bozak off his stick. That bomb gets it to Derek Roy. Roy turns quickly to Yakupov, who tips it in the zone, and then he's going to change. Eric Brewer around the boards it goes. Nice little touch pass from Lupul to Bozak, who gives it. Give and go with Kessel. Rebound in front, and Lupul got there just very late. That was close.
It was kind of Ben Scrimmage just knocked the puck down right in front of his crease.
Kessel on the intercept, an opportunity for Lupul, and it goes just by his stick. Pouliot back the other way. Nice move, kicking around Bozak. Pouliot delivers to Everly. Everly cuts to the middle, drop pass for Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins shot. That was wide, and another penalty coming up. And with 3:49 left to go here in the third period, the Edmonton Oilers are going on the power play. Take a look now at the play of the game. Brought to you by Rogers. Live like never before.
Power play keeps rolling along for the Edmonton Oilers. But this one, this is the Pouliot goals, I'm sorry. Two big blasts by Benoit Pouliot. First one wasn't a power play. And then Benoit Pouliot rocks in and rolls in for two big shots on our play of the game.
His 10th career 2-goal game. Still looking for his first hat trick. He's on the ice right now with 3:49 and a power play opportunity. Bozak got 2 for tripping, 2 for unsportsmanlike, and a 10-minute misconduct. His night is done.
Tyler Bozak.
Now the Oilers 2 for 3 did not generate a shot on that last power play. They have generated 4 shots with the man advantage and have gotten 2 goals.
That's what makes the scare time this game for them. Take away.
Hat trick. Nugent Hopkins gains the line.
You just hang on to the puck and take the game away.
Nugent Hopkins gains the line, gives it to Everly. You know they want to get a hat trick for Benoit Pouliot. Standing in front of the net, now he'll have to vacate as the Oilers go back and regroup. Nugent Hopkins given a bump there by Komarov, who has been hitting everything in blue and orange. Here's an opportunity for Nugent Hopkins, centering pass. Pouliot lays it back to Klefbom.
That's exactly what he was doing right there.
Now Pouliot will go in front of the net. Nugent Hopkins works his way in. Nugent Hopkins has Schultz. Schultz will give it to Nugent Hopkins. Checked by Smith. Leaves it there for Everly. Schultz back to Everly. To Schultz. Schultz winds. Wrist shot through traffic. Deflected into the corner. Everly trying to hunt it down, but instead it was Trevor Smith who worked it back down into Oiler territory. The Oilers looking to snap a 4-game losing streak here at home and a 7-game losing skid overall. Derek Roy centering pass for Yakupov, broken up there by Morgan Riley. Sent out by Brewer to David Booth. Booth checks Fane. This is Yakupov with Roy. Yakupov avoids the hit from Booth. Nice pass to Marincin. Marincin with a wrist shot. Roy trying to get a stick on that. Yakupov spins. Brewer knocked him down. And a penalty coming up. Eric Brewer.
Now, Yakupov's, I think, going to get a... Oh, no, he called it Brewer. It looked like it was a second there that he was going to call on Yakupov. Because Toronto had the puck. Here's a quick replay. Late coming out. That's taking out Nail Yakupov. And when Nail Yakupov looked over, that's when the ref put his hand up.
The Goals for Kids program is proudly sponsored by Synovus. For every Oilers goal this season, Synovus will donate $400 to Kidsport. To date, the Oilers have scored 159 goals for a total of $63,600.
5 on 3 for, well, a minute 50. Yeah, that's what's left in the game. Gordon in front, along with Hendricks. Here is Klinkhammer. The wagon line out there to try and get one on the power play. Why not? Schultz and Klefbom on the blue line. Gets it for Fane. Stick on Yakupov spins. Brewer knocked him down. And a penalty coming up. Scores!
Yakupov's, I think, going to get a...
Oh, what a goal!
Yakupov, and when Yakupov looked over, that's when the ref put his hand up.
He is a game winner eventually.
When Yakupov... Here's the replay late coming out. That's taking out
complimentary.
When Yakupov looked over. Here's a quick replay late coming out. That's taking out Yakupov. When Yakupov looked over, that's when the ref put his hand up.
The Goals for Kids program is proudly sponsored by Synovus. For every Oilers goal this season, Synovus will donate $400 to Kidsport. To date, the Oilers have scored 159 goals for a total of $63,600.
5 on 3 for, well, Eric Brewer. The buff spins. Brewer knocked him down. And a penalty coming up. Eric Brewer.
Now, Yakupov, I think, going to get it. It looked like it was a second there that he was going to call on Yakupov. Oh, no, he called him Brewer. Now, Yakupov, I think, going to get it.
0% vertical score.
It looked like it was a second there that he was going to call on Yakupov. Coming out, that's because Toronto had the puck. Here's a quick replay. Late coming out, that's taking out Nail Yakupov. And when Nail Yakupov looked over, that's when the ref put his hand up.
The Goals for Kids program is proudly sponsored by Synovus. For every Oilers goal this season, Synovus will donate $400 to Kidsport. Today, the Oilers have scored 159 goals for a total of $63,600.
5 on 3 for, well, this is him over next to the targets. Hendricks will get it to Schultz. Here comes the hard shot from Clefbaum. That one missed the target. Hendricks lost it to Phaneuf. Phaneuf still has it. Gordon trying to track him down. Schultz, good job to keep it in at the point. He'll get it over to Clefbaum. Oscar Clefbaum. Hendricks out in front. This is Klinkhammer. Klinkhammer dances his way in. Schultz lets the shot go. That was blocked before it could get through and went off of William Albert. Minute to go. Albert. Schultz. 44 saves. Cross ice. Quick shot by Gordon. And a save by James Rush.
By Oscar Johnson.
29 get trick for the 46 seconds left to go in this one. Pouliot, along with Hamilton and Lander. Lander across the blue line. Anton Lander lost it. Smith has got it to Riley. And Riley will send it down the ice.
A little sloppy there.
Here comes Justin Schultz. Schultz to Pouliot. Pouliot inside the blue line. Pass for Hamilton behind him. He'll work it back to Clefbaum. Oscar Clefbaum.
YouTube vid.
Sees
39 minutes, 16 seconds.
To Pouliot.
Defenseman Davison Pouliot with a steal on the boards. The centering pass is cleared away.
And the Edmonton
steered aside in the last minute of the first period of the first game at Rogers Place. Have a 3-1 lead after the first period at Rogers Place. So a great start for the Edmonton Oilers in their new building. They have a 3-1 lead after the first period at Rogers Place. So the fans are happy. Environment for everybody. Lead after the first period at Rogers Place. So the fans are happy. Environment for everybody.
The Toronto Maple.
But in the third, they took over. It was the start.
0% vertically score.
A 4-game losing streak at home comes to an end.
Rogers Oilers Hockey. Brought to you by Rogers, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers and the NHL. By Molson Canadian, anything for hockey.